Hi, my name is Chris Melnick and I'm a realtor in Halifax, Nova Scotia. In the last video, I laid out the basics for when you're thinking about a new build to preserve resale value and saleability. But in new construction, there's basically an infinite number of options and choices that you can make. So in this video, I'm going to give you tips on new construction that will return good resale value and make the home more sellable. This will be split up into tips about the structure, the design, and materials and equipment. Now, before I begin, I just want to mention the principle of how bad choices can compound on themselves to severely limit the desirability of the home. Now, that's a weird sentence, but here's what I mean. Say you want to build a home for $1 million. Now, on the resale market, there's only maybe 5% of buyers at that price level. So 95% of the people looking to buy a home are not interested in your home. Then let's say you decide to make it shaped like a barn, and maybe only 25% of those remaining buyers are interested in such a structure. So you're left with 1.25% of the total buyers. Then you want the entire exterior blacked out, which maybe only 20% of those buyers are interested in, which leaves you with 0.25% of buyers. And then you decide to only have one full bathroom, which only 20% of buyers are interested in, which leaves you with 0.05% of the total buyers. What this means is that only 1 out of 2,000 buyers would be interested in your property because of your fundamental choices. And last year in the entire province, there were less than 12,000 deals done, which would be a rough indicator of the number of buyers out there. So in a year, you may only have 6 people who are remotely interested in your property. This is why these decisions are so important. 1 or 2 polarizing choices can be manageable, but many can be a disaster. They just keep building and building and building on one another. And now we'll begin. Structure. Unless you have very strategic reasons for needing space, try to stick to between 2,000 to 3,000 square feet for homes under $1 million and less than 5,000 square feet for homes over $1 million. These are the sweet spots for those price categories. Next, consider vaulted ceilings on the upper level. Adding them over the kitchen, dining room, and great room may only be an additional $5,000 to $10,000, so it can be one of the cheapest ways to add volume to an interior and a lot cheaper than adding square footage. In the same vein, strongly consider 9-foot-high ceilings on the main floor and potentially other floors too. They can be only an additional $10,000 to $15,000 per floor extra, but make a really big difference in feeling, especially on a lower level if you have bulkheads for, say, ducting. Next, get a reasonable slope for the roof, like 4 to 12. It makes the home look good proportionally, is easier to work on, uses less roofing material, has less chance of snow sliding off, and is cheaper to replace. Also, don't build a home with a 9 to 12 slope or 12 to 12 slope roof with functional dormers. It creates a tunnel effect for the windows, limits the size of the room, and creates a lot of dead space. Design. For the exterior, go for a contemporary or craftsman style home. These are people pleasers and usually by their nature can accommodate interior space very well. So avoid barn style roofs, salt box homes, or homes that are overly modern. Next, focus on efficient uses of space rather than just adding space for no reason. Very few people care about a lower level with a 600 square foot rec room and a big mechanical room. A 2,400 square foot home can seem a lot more functional than a 3,200 square foot home if planned out properly. But an open concept is key. Next, be very careful with fads like strange colors for things that are hard to change, like cabinets or flooring. The most preferred cabinet style and color has been white shaker style cabinets for the last 15 plus years. And be very careful with gray flooring and gold or black finishes. they're already on their way out. Earthy colors and brushed nickel are the safer options. Next, any two-story home should have a half bath on the main floor near the dining room for guests. These can be as small as 21 square feet, so it doesn't take up a lot of space, and yet can be very challenging to add afterwards. Also, if you design a home to have storage, don't make it unfinished. Plan for it to have an alternative purpose, like a bedroom or activity room. The cost difference between a finished room and an unfinished room is minimal when building a home, but when you sell it, that unfinished space won't be included within the TLA or total living area, which is a key metric to compare homes. So, prospective buyers will value your home less. Next, plan for some kind of wow factor. This could be a two-story home with double height ceilings in the great room, vaulted ceilings with cabin-style windows, or tray ceilings in the dining room. Oftentimes when I'm working with clients with higher budgets, they want to be impressed. They don't want a plain home. Even laundry chutes or a secret bookshelf passageway can do the trick. Materials and equipment. For homes under $1 million, you want to use low maintenance materials. So the exterior should not have anything that requires repainting or can rot. See my video on this subject for more details. The people in that price bracket are not looking to spend extra money on maintenance, and frankly don't care if your cedar shingle siding is real or vinyl. For the interior, in terms of a return on investment, you're not really getting anything by going with hardwood over a nice laminate, wood-framed windows over vinyl, and natural stone like marble or granite over ceramic or porcelain tile. So save your money. The cheaper materials can also be more durable and hold up better over time. Next, get a stone or solid surface countertop and real wood cupboard doors for any property worth over $600,000. This is just keeping in line with expectations. Also, avoid triple paned windows, higher than necessary efficiency ratings for furnaces, mini splits, and ducted heat pumps. While these will reduce your energy costs, these details are lost on people looking for homes and usually aren't given any consideration when they put a value on your home. If you look at a new spec home, it's all double pane windows and mediocre efficiencies on the equipment, and no one complains about it. Next, think about adding speakers and pot lights to the bedroom ceilings. Speakers are always cool, and the pot lights add a lot of light. Dim bedrooms are universally disliked. Also, add a generator panel for rural properties. The powering does go out here from time to time, and rural properties are often the least priority to get back up and running again. If these are installed while the home is built, they're often much cheaper than if you try to do it afterwards. Also, don't create bathrooms that are shower only or bathtub only. The space difference between a shower and a bath shower combo is usually only 6 square feet, which is effectively nothing. If you really want to have an elaborate freestanding tub that doesn't accommodate a shower, just have a separate shower stall too. Many people have issues if the bathroom only has either a shower or bathtub. I've seen many people pass on otherwise nice homes because of this. And those are the tips for good resale. If you follow these and the tips in my previous video, you too can avoid being the home that never sells when it needs to. And if you'd like help building a new home that will actually sell for a good price in the future, feel free to contact me. My contact information is in the description. Goodbye.